Hello, everyone. Welcome back to English Conversation Amelia. Today, we're diving deep into zero and first conditionals. And trust me, this is going to transform how you speak English.
Hi, Amelia. I'm so confused about conditionals. When do I use zero and when do I use first conditional?
Don't worry at all. By the end of today, you'll be using them naturally. Let me ask you something. What happens when you heat ice?
It melts.
Exactly. Now, you just used a zero conditional situation. When you heat ice, it melts. This is a scientific fact, something that's always true.
Wait, really? I didn't even know I was using grammar.
That's the beauty of it. Zero conditional is for facts, habits, and things that are always true. The structure is simple. If plus present simple, present simple.
So, if I drink coffee at night, I can't sleep?
Perfect example. That's your personal fact, your habit. Do you really have trouble sleeping after coffee?
Oh, yes. Last week I had an espresso at 8 p.m., and I was awake until 3 in the morning.
That sounds terrible. Now, let me ask you something different. What will you do if you drink coffee tonight?
If I drink coffee tonight, I will stay awake?
Brilliant! See what you did there? You switched to first conditional. You used will because you're talking about a possible future situation. But wait, what's the difference? Both are about me and coffee. Great question. Zero conditional is about what always happens. It's your general truth. First conditional is about a specific possible situation in the future and its likely result. So zero is like facts about my life and first is about what might happen? Exactly. If you touch fire, you get burned. That's zero conditional, always true. If you touch that hot stove, you will burn yourself. That's first conditional, a warning about a possible future action. Oh, so if I want to talk about my daily routine, I use zero conditional? Absolutely. Give me an example from your morning routine. Well, if I wake up late, I skip breakfast. Perfect. That's your habit. Now, what about tomorrow specifically? What will happen if you wake up late tomorrow? If I wake up late tomorrow, I will miss my bus. Excellent. See how you're thinking about a specific future possibility? That's first conditional in action. But Amelia, sometimes I get confused with the grammar structure. Can you break it down again? Of course. Zero conditional. If plus present simple, comma, present simple. If I eat too much, I feel sick. Both verbs in present tense.
Okay, and first conditional?
First conditional. If plus present simple, comma, will plus base verb. If I eat too much tonight, I will feel sick. See the difference?
So it's if plus present, then present for zero, and if plus present, then will plus verb for first?
You've got it. Both use present simple after if, but zero conditional uses present simple in both parts. First conditional uses will in the result.
Let me try more. If water reaches 100 degrees Celsius, it boils.
Perfect zero conditional. Scientific fact. Another one.
If I study every day, I improve my English.
Wonderful. That's your personal fact. Now, give me a first conditional about your English studies.
If I study hard this month, I will pass my exam.
Excellent. You're talking about a specific future situation. Keep going. You're on fire.
If I'm on fire, I need water. Is that zero conditional?
Yes, perfect natural usage. See, you're getting it. Now, let me ask you about your weekend plans.
Well, if the weather is nice, I will go to the park.
Beautiful first conditional. A possible future plan. What about your general weekend habits?
If I have free time on weekends, I usually watch movies.
Yes, Zero conditional for your habit. Notice you said usually, which shows it's something regular.
Can I use other words instead of usually in zero conditional?
Absolutely. You can use always, often, sometimes, generally, typically. These all work great with zero conditional because they show regular occurrences.
If it rains, I always take an umbrella.
Perfect. Now tell me, what will you do if it rains tomorrow?
If it rains tomorrow, I will stay home and read.
You're really mastering this. Let's talk about your job or school. What happens when you arrive late?
If I arrive late to work, my boss gets angry.
That's a good zero conditional. It's what generally happens. Now, what about tomorrow specifically?
If I arrive late tomorrow, I will get a warning.
Great first conditional. You're talking about a possible consequence. Do you see how natural this is becoming? Yes, I'm starting to feel it. If I practice more, I get better. Zero conditional. Your belief about practice. Now, what about your practice plan for this week?
If I practice every day this week, I will feel more confident.
Wonderful. You're really understanding the difference. Let's try some daily life situations. What about cooking?
If I don't add salt to food, it tastes bland.
Perfect zero conditional. General cooking truth. What about tonight's dinner?
If I cook pasta tonight, I will add lots of garlic.
Yummy! Great first conditional. What happens when you add lots of garlic?
If I eat lots of garlic, people avoid me the next day.
Hilarious but true. Zero conditional. Now, let's talk about technology. What about your phone? Oh, if my phone battery dies, I feel lost. So relatable. Zero conditional about your feeling. What will you do if your battery dies today?
If my battery dies today, I will use my laptop instead.
Excellent backup plan. First conditional. What about social media? Any habits there? If I check social media before bed, I sleep late. That's a common problem. Zero conditional habit. What about tonight? If I want to sleep early tonight, I will not check my phone. Good decision. Perfect first conditional. Let's discuss transportation. How do you get to work?
If I miss the bus, I take the subway.
Zero conditional backup plan. Smart. What about tomorrow morning?
If I miss the bus tomorrow, I will call a taxi because I have an important meeting.
Specific situation, specific solution. Perfect first conditional. What about exercise habits?
If I exercise in the morning, I feel energetic all day.
Great zero conditional. Exercise is wonderful. What's your plan for this week?
If I wake up early this Saturday, I will go jogging.
Fantastic goal. First conditional. What happens when you don't exercise?
If I don't exercise for a week, I feel lazy and tired.
Zero conditional truth. Many people feel the same way. What will happen if you skip exercise this week?
If I skip exercise this week, I will feel guilty.
That's honest. First conditional prediction. Let's talk about food and health.
If I eat fast food, I get a stomachache.
Zero conditional about your body's reaction. Will you eat fast food this weekend?
If my friends invite me to a burger place, I will order a salad instead.
Healthy choice. Great first conditional. What about sweets?
If I see chocolate, I can't resist.
Relatable. Zero conditional weakness. What about the chocolate in your kitchen right now?
If I finish this lesson, I will eat that chocolate as a reward.
Perfect motivation. First conditional reward system. What about learning? How do you learn best?
If I write things down, I remember them better.
Excellent learning strategy. Zero conditional. What will you do after this lesson?
If I have time after this lesson, I will write down all these examples.
Wonderful study plan. First conditional. What happens when you don't review?
If I don't review grammar, I forget it quickly.
Everyone experiences that. Zero conditional truth. What about this weekend's study plan?
If I have time on Sunday, I will review all conditionals.
Excellent. First conditional study goal. Let's discuss weather. How does weather affect you?
If it's sunny, I feel happy and motivated.
Beautiful zero conditional. Weather really affects mood. What about this weekend's weather forecast?
If it's sunny on Saturday, I will have a picnic with friends.
Lovely plan. First conditional. What happens when it's rainy?
If it rains heavily, I stay indoors and feel sleepy.
Zero conditional mood and weather connection. What if it rains on your picnic day?
If it rains on Saturday, we will go to a cafe instead.
Flexible planning. Great first conditional. What about your work? How do deadlines affect you?
If I have a deadline, I work late.
Zero conditional work habit. What about next week's deadline?
If I don't finish this project by Friday, I will work over the weekend.
That's commitment. First conditional backup plan. What happens when you work too much?
If I work too many hours, I get exhausted and make mistakes.
Important zero conditional to remember. Balance is key. What will you do to avoid that?
If I feel too tired this week, I will take breaks every 2 hours.
Self-care. Perfect first conditional. Let's talk about relationships. What about friends?
If my friends need help, I always support them.
Beautiful zero conditional. You're a good friend. What about this evening?
If my friend calls me tonight, I will listen to her problems.
Caring first conditional. What happens when friends forget your birthday?
If someone forgets my birthday, I feel a little sad.
Natural feeling. Zero conditional emotion. What will you do if that happens this year?
If someone forgets my birthday this year, I will understand, because everyone is busy.
Very mature. First conditional response. What about family time?
If I visit my parents, we always eat together and talk for hours.
Precious zero conditional tradition. When will you visit next?
If I'm free next weekend, I will visit them and bring flowers.
Sweet plan. First conditional. What happens when you're too busy for family?
If I don't call my parents for a few days, they worry about me.
Parents are like that. Zero conditional truth. What will you do about it?
If I get busy this week, I will send them messages every day.
Thoughtful solution. First conditional. Let's discuss money. What are your spending habits?
If I see a sale, I buy things I don't need.
Common problem. Zero conditional shopping habit. What about the upcoming sale?
If there's a sale this weekend, I will make a list first and stick to it.
Impressed, disciplined approach. First conditional. What happens when you overspend?
If I spend too much, I feel stressed at the end of the month.
Zero conditional consequence. Good awareness. What's your plan for this month?
If I want to save money, I will cook at home instead of eating out.
Smart first conditional plan. What about your dreams? Any big goals?
If I save enough money, I travel to different countries.
Wonderful zero conditional habit. Where will you go first?
If I save enough by next year, I will visit Japan.
Amazing first conditional goal. What happens when you travel?
If I travel to new places, I feel alive and inspired.
Beautiful zero conditional feeling. Before we finish, let's do a quick challenge.
I'm ready. What's the challenge?
Give me 3 zero conditionals about your daily life quickly.
If I drink water in the morning, I feel refreshed. If I listen to music, I relax. If I talk to my cat, she ignores me.
Perfect. Especially the cat one. Now, 3 first conditionals about this week.
If I practice these conditionals, I will use them correctly. If it's cold tomorrow, I will wear my jacket. If I see you next week, I will show you my progress.
Absolutely perfect! You've mastered this! How do you feel now?
If I'm honest, I feel much more confident. Zero conditional.
And you used it naturally. One more. What will happen after this lesson?
If I keep practicing, I will become fluent in English.
That's the spirit! Perfect first conditional. You've done amazingly today. Thank you so much, Amelia. This was so helpful. My pleasure. Remember, everyone, if you practice every day, you improve. That's zero conditional truth.
And if you watch English Conversation Amelia regularly, you will become confident speakers. First conditional promise.
You're learning to teach too. Now, dear viewers, if you found this helpful, please hit the like button.
Yes, and if you want more lessons like this, subscribe to English Conversation Amelia.
If you have questions about conditionals, write them in the comments below. I read everything.
And if you share your own conditional sentences in the comments, Amelia will correct them.
Absolutely. I love seeing your practice sentences. If you participate in the comments, you learn faster.
Come on, everyone. If you write just one sentence, it helps your learning.
Think about it. If you comment today, you practice English right now.
What are you waiting for? If you comment, like, and subscribe, you join our amazing English learning community.
We're all learning together. If one person shares, everyone benefits. So tell us, what's one zero conditional fact about your life? Write it down.
And what's one first conditional plan for this week? Share with us.
If you discuss with other learners in the comments, you make friends too.
Our community is so supportive. If you ask questions, someone always helps. That's true. I see you all helping each other, and it's beautiful. If you're watching this, you're already on the path to fluency. Remember, if you believe in yourself, you can achieve anything. And if you keep watching English Conversation Amelia, your English will transform. See you in the next lesson. If you stay consistent, success will come.